Oh look, it's everyone's favorite backstabber.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Maketoys METEOR. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have METEOR in both of his modes. His name is METEOR. On this side of the box, we have a very, light image there of METEOR. On the other side of the box, we have a very light image of his leg. Okay, on the top of the box we have METEOR. On the bottom of the box we have the contents of the box. On the back of the box we have your obligatory product shots. He does this, that, and the other things and stuff, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have METEOR, which is Maketoys' take on a masterpiece Starscream. And I know there's already a masterpiece Starscream, but they decided to make one of their own. Anyway, hey. And it's a pretty cool figure, though. I do quite like it. So here he is in his jet mode, and it's a very Starscreamy jet mode. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. I love the gold that they used for the cockpit. That looks gorgeous, in my opinion. You got the red here. You have a very dark gray for these lines right here, these sections right here. And you got some nice molded detail throughout. You got the red and white stripes going down the wings. Got the tail fins here. There is a hinge here for transformation, which kind of breaks up the line there, but not the end of the world. And you got those rear thrusters. And you have the underside of the jets right there. He does have landing gears. The wheels don't actually roll. This is just one solid piece with the wheel just painted in, but there's still landing gear nonetheless. Yeah, all in all, a very, very nicely done jet mode, in my opinion. And for comparison, here he is with Maketoys Galaxy METEOR. They're not Cybertron Starscream. So you can see how they scale with one another. And here he is with G1 Starscream, because it's pressure. Starscreaming pressure. Swoosh. And last but not least, here he is with the official Masterpiece Starscream. Let me raise up a little bit here and hold them up so you can see them side by side. As you can see, the Maketoys version, the colors are a lot more vibrant on the Maketoys version. But, yeah, as far as size-wise, they are basically the same size there. So, yeah. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself, and I do, because I'm the only one in the room. But anyway, it does include weaponry. It does include his two null rays here, which are quite nicely done, in my opinion. And you can just attach them underneath the wings, just ports right there. And you just plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. And there he has his null rays going on. If you don't want the null rays, you do actually have optional pieces here. You get these standard missile tips right here, and you can just remove the barrels of the null rays and plug in these missile tips here and have that going on if you wish, which is pretty cool. Again, options. I appreciate it. So I dig that. I do quite dig that. There are other accessories, but those are more for robot mode. But that is pretty much it for the jet mode. So without further ado, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So first thing I want to do is just take these, remove them, put them off to the side, flip up the landing gears, and let's get down to it. Let me raise up a bit so I have room to operate. And let's get going. So the first thing you want to do is you want to untab the wings. They tab in right up here. Untab that. And then they also tab into the side of the body right in here. So just undo that right there. And you just bring this around, and that will just tab in right there, like so. And what you're going to do here with this section is going to take this section and bring that up like that, and swing this up like so. Then you take these panels here, and you just bring them down like that. And the wing itself, as you can see, is on a slider. You just bring that down. There you have a wing all done. Second first, just like the first. So untab, and just undo all that. Bring that up. Tab that into the back. We'll bring these down first. Bring that down, bring that down. Take the section, bring it back, swing that up, slide that down, and there you have that all done. So now we will work on the legs. Just split the legs if they haven't done so already. This section right here just slides right up. You can just bring all this to the side to get it out of your way. You want to open up this panel right here, and then the leg will just come out and swing up, and will, there we go, and we'll just lock into place right up in there, like that. Oh, there we go, snapped into place. And once you've done that, you want to take the foot section here, you want to bring it out to the side, so you can take the thruster and rotate this up like that, because that's going to be his heel. This little tab, you want to flip that up. You can bring everything back in. This blue tail fin right here, you just want to fold up, and that will fold into the leg like that. And then this will come down. This will tab up into here like that, and that will just tab up in there like so. And then this fin right here, just take, and that just kind of wraps around the back of the leg like that. And then you just take his foot, bring it out on those ratchets, kind of make sure everything lines up right there. And there you have a leg all done. And we'll do the same thing on the other side here. Just slide that up, open that up, and extend the leg, snap it into place up there. Bring that out to the side so you can rotate this up, flip that up, and you just flip, flip, close that all up, tab everything in, like so. Come on, up, there we go. And then that just wraps around the back of the leg. Bring out the toe, bring it down, just make sure everything kind of lines up as best you can there. And there you have the legs all done. So now we will move on to the upper body. Actually, before we move on to the upper body, there's still a little more of the lower body we need to attend to. You want to take this crotch section here and untab it. Just tabs into the arms right there, like that. And this is on a slider. This will slide down. And this is just on a big double hinge here. So you just want to take this and extend it downward, and that will get everything out of your way. And this panel, as you can see, I did things kind of backwards here, but that panel tabs in right back there. Just undo that. There you go. So that frees up the arms, and now we can come in here and raise up these sections right here. They just tab in right there. And the arms, you just swing out. They're on sliders. Bring them up. Bring that up. You kind of want to bring them out to get them out of the way. These bits, actually these bits right here, we want to move first. Just bring these out and down. These are going to be the little hip skirt pieces. And then these sections right here, you just want to swing out. Swing out. Oh, there we go. The arm wasn't all the way up. There we go. Swing that out. And this bit right here, you just want to raise that up like so. Raise that up like so. And these panels will just go over these tabs right here and lock all that into place. So once we have that done, you just want to come back here and just push open these panels right here, and now we can get started working on the Nosecone section. Now, this is the section that people have been complaining about the most, and it's really not that hard. It's just a case of knowing what you're doing. So this panel right here just untabs, bring it down. You want to rotate this. This entire section here is just going to come forward. You want to rotate it at that axis right there. And what you're going to do here is you're going to take this section and just bring this down. This section right here just comes up. And this panel right here, you just want to undo. You kind of have to pull these out a little bit just to get it untubbed. Come on. There we go. Bring that up. And as far as getting the head out, it's very simple. You see this black piece right here? That's the back of his head. All you have to do to get his head out is just take this and just push it up, and boop, pops his head right out. Easy peasy. That's all you gotta do. So you just take this here. It's on a double hinge. Just take that, and that will swing in like that. They can just close that up. And then you just take the section here, pull that out. This bit right here just folds up like that, folds down, folds up on this hinge, and that will just tab in right under there, like so. And once you've done that, all this just collapses up and into the body, like so. That comes down against the back, like that. And now let's come back down here. So at this point now, these sections are going to swing in, and these are just going to tab in right in there. So just plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in, like that. Then you can just bring these up, and this whole assembly here, you just bring up, oops, bring up on that double hinge till everything meets in the middle, like that. And you got that done right there. So now for the arms, just bring them down. They extend. Bring the hands down, rotate them. Got that done. Extend, bring it down, rotate. And I think we're done. Yes, we're done. Oh, we're done. Woo! We're done. And there you have Meteor, aka Starscream, in his robot mode. But of course, what is Starscream without his null rays? Let's just plug these onto his arm. Just plug into the sides right there, just to complete the look. And there you go. So now there you have Starscream, all proper looking like. And he looks very good. It's a very good looking Starscream. I personally am very impressed with this figure. I think he looks amazing. So let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his chest, but at that head sculpt. And it is a nicely done head sculpt. Nice red there for the eyes. Looks quite good. Again, love that gold for the cockpits. And very nice, very clean. You know, definitely, they're definitely trying to match the current Masterpiece aesthetic of making it look a lot more cartoony. And I'm totally fine with that. I know some people probably hate that, but I'm fine with that. This blue paint app right here, it does look like it's just totally flat and they just kind of slapped that paint app on there. But this is actually molded into the plastic. This is actually recessed in there and painted in. And you got that paint there on the feet. It's like a very dark gray. And the back, you can see. Not too bad. You know, he's got the nose cone back there, but you know, the official one has a bit of a backpack as well. Yeah, all around, very nicely done in my opinion. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you will get some wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. Head can do a full 360. He can't look up due to this stuff back here behind his head, so he can't look up, but he can look down. And again, you got that wiggly, waggly. The arms could do a full 360, but of course the wings are in the way. Arms can go in and out. You do have a bicep rotation. It does have a double jointed elbow, so you get a nice deep bend there. You do have wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. The index finger is a separate piece and it is on two hinges there, and the other three fingers are just one solid piece right there. He does have waist rotation, which is nice. And you could use those hinges in there to give him an ab crunch if you want to. So that's nice. These hip skirt pieces, of course, will move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward very far. You can almost do some high kicks there. Back can go quite far. Outward, you can do more than the full splits there. It does have thigh rotation. It does have a double jointed knee, which unfortunately, due to the stuff back here, doesn't, I mean, it gives you more than 90 degrees, but not too much more. And the feet, you have 2 ratchet joints right up in here, so you can pretty much have that toe any way you need it to support any poses you want. So it does have some nice ankle tiltage there as well. So there you go. Let's get everything situated back here the way it was. Go back to your home. Go back to your home. There we go. And the wings are on a hinge here, so you can have these flared out. You can bring them back if you want. Me, I like to bring them back, just have them flared up a little bit. His null rays actually also have articulation, which is kind of weird. They're on this armature here, so you can do that because reasons. It doesn't really make sense, but hey, it's a thing. It's a thing it can do if you need it to do that. So, you know, hey, sure, why not? Why not? Dare I say, why not? But there you go. Now, as far as robot mode accessories go, he does include alternate faces, and the easiest way to swap the faces is really just to pop off his head, just on a ball joint. Just pop it off. And as you can see, the face that is on him is just kind of a serious face. And you just pop this off. And you can give him, which one is this? You can give him a totally freaked out, scared, you can have that face going on if you want to. Or you can give him a little evil smirking face, which I quite like. So we'll just leave him with that head for now. Pop that on. So there you go. He does include one more accessory for robot mode, but we're going to save that for last. But first, we're going to do some comparisons. So now, fuck off, Harrison! Here he is with Maketoys Galaxy Meteor. So you can see how they scale there with one another. Here he is with G1 Starscream because it's pressure. Starscreaming pressure. Here he is with the official Masterpiece Starscream. So you can see how they look side by side. And my personal opinion, as always, I speak only for myself. I like the Maketoys version better. I just think this one looks overall better. This mold, in my opinion, has not aged well. But hey, personal taste and preference. And for some other comparisons, here he is with MP10 Optimus Prime. Here he is with Masterpiece Megatron, and we'll bring in Masterpiece Soundwave as well, just so you can see how these three look together. So, there you have that. And here he is with Maketoys, not Masterpiece, not Megatron. Just so you can see how they look together. So, there you have that. Now, the last accessory that is included with Meteor is my absolute favorite accessory, and I think makes this worth the price of admission alone, is you get this little setup here, which is a hand wrapped around Starscream's neck. And what you do is you take Maketoys Megatron here, you pop his hand off the mushroom peg, and then you take this and you slide this onto the mushroom peg, and You pop off Starscream's noggin here. Just pop that off the ball joint. Like that. And you just take that and pop that onto the ball socket. And you now have Megatron strangling Starscream. And I absolutely love that. This alone totally makes it worth the price, in my opinion. That's too cool. That is too cool. So there you go. There you have a Maketoys METEOR. A very cool figure, in my opinion. I do really, really like it. Me personally, the official Masterpiece Starscream is going back in the box, and this guy is going to take his place because I like him so much better. Now the million-dollar question is, if you already have the official Masterpiece Starscream, do you need this Starscream? Well, it depends. Of course, if you're just a really big Starscream fan, then hey, there's no such thing as too many Starscreams. If you're perfectly fine with the official Masterpiece Starscream, then yeah, you don't need to buy this. If you're like me and you feel that the official Masterpiece Starscream hasn't aged well and you're kind of liking the more cartoony vibe that this is going for, then maybe this is something you want to look into. So, you know, as always, at the end of the day, it just depends on your personal tastes and preferences and what you want on your shelf. Me personally, I really dig this figure, so there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Maketoys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Maketoys METEOR, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Now, Starscream, what did I tell you about doing that? Don't do that! And what did you do? I did that! Excuse me? What are you guys doing? Oh, we're just having a little conversation, that's all. Is this like the conversation you had the last time? Because this looks like the conversation you had the last time. Yeah, it's pretty much the conversation we had the last time. Cool! Well, have fun with that. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, what did I say about doing that again? Don't do that again! And what did you do? I did that again! Right! Stop it!